Hey guys, just wanted to comment on the recent Tesla price cuts. I have a table up here that describes the Tesla price cuts that just happened. And this is from Rob Maurer. I'll put a link in the description to his video. But basically, as you can see, all the models that were slated to get an EV tax credit from the Inflation Reduction Act have been reduced so that the consumer can enjoy the savings from the Inflation Reduction Act. So am I panicking? Are you panicking? Take a deep breath. It's going to be fine. There's a huge opportunity in the market, in my opinion. Basically, the market does not care if you like Elon Musk. The market does not care if internal combustion cars are better because of whatever reasons. The market cares about what the best product is. And, I'm going to die on this hill, but basically, Tesla has the best product, not by a little bit, by far. And these price cuts are not a concern, in my opinion, for Tesla as a company. This is an aggressive move to drive the other companies out of business because Tesla has such a competitive advantage because they have supply chain in place. They can drive the cost of EVs down because they have volume production and no one else has that. So everyone else is going to have to lose money producing electric cars if you believe that electric cars are going to be the future. And I do believe that they will be the future. And this is an aggressive push to gain market share over their competitors. And it will also give a huge savings to whoever buys these vehicles. Not a small savings, a huge savings. So you might be looking at these prices. Tesla Model 3 rear wheel drive, $43,000. Well, that's so expensive, but after you take off the $7,500 of EV tax credit, that's going to go down to around $35,000. And all of a sudden, a $35,000 ICE car just does not even hold up in comparison. The amount of money that you're going to be saving every year is going to be in the thousands of dollars. And for you to say well, that's not a lot of money. It's not maybe over a year or two, but if you save that money, the compounding interest of $3,000 or $4,000 year after year after year adds up to be hundreds of thousands of dollars over a 20 to 30 year time horizon. EVs are the future. This is basically going to put a lot of people out of business. I don't care what the stock is doing. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I don't think that it's well-founded. I think what you do have to worry about, though, is the fact that GM has almost $80 billion of debt. And if you look at this, their debt is going up year after year. This is 2021. But if you just give it a Google, GM debt, you'll see that this is what comes up for 2021. Now, I don't think that this has changed much last year. Even if it did, they still have billions of dollars of debt. This is $72 billion. Conversely, Tesla in 2019, had $11 billion in debt and now almost has zero. So moving forward, all Tesla needs to do is execute and sell every car that they produce. They will now be able to sell every car they produce because it is obvious now that the Teslas are priced in a range that is achievable for the consumer, particularly when you pair this up with the Inflation Reduction Act savings. So this is going to be huge moving forward. If you look at this graph right here, or this table rather, the top 10 cars sold in the United States 2022. This is from Farzad's channel. I'll go ahead and link this video in the description box below. You'll see that Tesla's sales increased by 32% for the Model Y I think it was 40% overall in 2022. The rest of the car companies have decreased in sales. So all the traditional car companies have reduced their sales. Tesla has increased their sales year over year. You can assume just by this fact that if a company sells less of its products, that would mean that they're not making as much money as they did before, that they're unable to pay off their debt. Moving forward, this trend may continue. If they have to move into a new product lineup, that's going to cost money. You can't just start making EVs like out the gate. It costs money to make those cars. Then you can start making money after you ramp production up to a certain level. So this has major downstream implications, particularly for how you invest in the market. I personally invest most of my money in the S&P 500. Tesla's in the S&P 500. I expect that I'll get a reasonable return on investment on that. However, I do have 10% of my stock holdings in Tesla, and I do expect to get a massive return on investment over time. So that's going to be it for this video. This was not a surprise to me whatsoever that Tesla cut its prices, since Elon said that they were going to cut prices a few weeks ago on a Twitter Space call. But basically, this gives Tesla the competitive edge in terms of pricing all over the world. So you'll see prices drop, and people are going to be purchasing these cars because the economy is doing bad and they want to save money. And once they purchase the car, drive the car every day, and then go back to their ICE car like I've done and see what a pile of crap the ICE car is when you drive it, they will be so overwhelmingly pleased with their purchase that they will continue to purchase EVs. Now I say Teslas in the future. And this is my stance on Tesla. This has been my stance since I purchased the Tesla. I was so surprised when I purchased my Tesla. I thought I had made a big mistake, but it was so futuristic. This was even 4 years ago in late 2018, so over 4 years ago. And the cars have only improved since then. So this is excellent news for the company. Thank you for watching the video. If you watched it to the end, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, and I'll see you on the next one.